Hello, Conquer Crew, or should I say Conquer Queens. Today we are talking about routines and rituals and building them into your life. Now, we know how important it is to have some type of routine that will help us actually get shit done, feel good about what we're doing, feel confident, and just at ease. Without routines and rituals, we know we don't take time for ourselves. We don't get nearly as much done as we could. We scroll that Instagram too much or whatever it may be, right? So today we're talking about how do you find routines and rituals? What does that look like? How many do I really need? And what's going to work for you? Okay, so I want you to think about what you are lacking right now in your life. Are you lacking a morning routine? Are you lacking any type of routine? Do you feel that the nighttime routine in your life with your kids is a hustle bustle? It's a shit show. What is missing is the first key, right? What are you feeling that you need more of? Do you need more social time with your friends rather than, always saying yes to everyone else in your family and not saying yes to me? I need to take a day to have a girls' day or whatever, right? Which I just did, and it was fabulous. So committing to daily rituals, habits, and routines, even when you don't want to, is absolutely essential, okay? It is hard work. It is not easy. Something as simple as writing down in a planner what you have to do each day, taking those 5 minutes each day to write it down, using your planner, using your confidence calendars, if you will, your planner. Like I have a planner that has like my work stuff in it, right? It has like my work stuff. And then I also have this, which helps me track because my planner has some stuff, but I knew it was missing like the workout piece, the meal piece, and just, my weekly affirmation. What am I trying to pull in for the week? So that's why I created these sheets. And I keep it with my planner. So, we think to ourselves, oh, I don't have time to do a to-do list. I don't have time to do a list. Maybe your list, it lives in your phone and it is a list that you go through. Maybe it's shared. You have a list with your husband of shared things that you have to do as the family. Steve and I do that. Like we have our grocery list. We have our list for what's going on for the month. And those are shared lists in our phones. But then this is like my personal stuff that I need, right? And, this is what helps me really feel in control. So we have to push past the uncomfortable because it is uncomfortable to say, all right, I'm going to wake up 10 minutes earlier every day, start making that a habit so I can make sure I do that every day, right? Because if we don't do it first thing in the morning or the night before, sometimes I even get to it the night before, which is even better because for me, it's a brain dump. It's like, okay, this is what I accomplished today and check them off and it makes me feel good. Yes, awesome. All right, well, this is what I need to do tomorrow. Now looking at my day tomorrow, is that realistic? If not, then I move things to another day because nothing is worse than setting yourself up to feel like a failure at the end of the day. If I have 20 things on my list and I have 2 hours to get them done, it's not realistic for me to get that done. So it is mapping things out more in the future so that you feel more in control as well, okay? So what are these, even small routines? So is it getting up a little bit earlier to do that? Is it having your coffee pot set to go off at 5 a.m. so that you smell it to come out of bed and that ignites you to get up and be excited about getting up and having your cup of coffee and, getting organized for the day? Is it making sure that there's a glass of water every night by your bed? So the first thing when you wake up, you chug that 12 ounces of water and you're hydrated before you even go and get that beautiful coffee. Is it taking your vitamins when you get your coffee? Like I have a drawer right by where our coffee machine and our creamer and stuff, like it's in between. So this helps me be able to get my vitamins in. Otherwise I'd forget, but it's in the flow of my morning routine, right? If it's in the pantry and you have to walk over there, you're not going to remember. Okay, so you have to make sure things are where you are always going and what is going to work in the workflow, right, of your life. Is it making your bed in the morning? You know that there is a statistic out there that people that make their bed in the morning are so much more apt to get things accomplished in the day, and it's often the successful people in the world. So if you are someone that does not make your bed, try making your bed in the morning, even if it's not perfect, but just making your bed. This is a good thing to help teach your kids as well. Make your bed in the morning before you go to school. It helps them feel accomplished as well, so that they're set off on a mindful path of success for the day. If these are some morning routine things that might be habits that you can create. At night, maybe you like to always shower at night. That's me. It makes me sleep better, helps me unwind. I have a little bit of me time after I put her to bed. So the nighttime shower is my thing. Is it throwing some essential oils in the shower so you can smell them? Is it listening to music? Like, maybe you're not meditating in there, but maybe it's calming music. Maybe you want to sing, whatever it may be, to, kind of ignite you a little bit rather than just taking a plain old shower. These are little things you can do. Sundays, I love to do a face mask. A couple days a week, I do eye gels in the morning. So these are some other little habits that you can start to do that infuse time for you, infuse you with love for yourself, and help you feel accomplished, okay? Things like in the afternoon, maybe at lunchtime, you decide, I'm not going to go out to lunch. I'm going to prepare my lunch, bring it. And when I'm at the office, I'm going to read a book and eat my lunch rather than scroll Instagram and eat my lunch, right? So you're actually putting in good things. You have these relaxing vibes. These are some simple things. Maybe it's that you do some stretches in the afternoon. Maybe it's that you do a little bit of exercise in the afternoon to boost your mood. Maybe you're doing a wall sit and 10 push-ups and a plank and then eating your lunch, right? So like little things. Maybe you're moving at lunchtime. Maybe you're walking after lunch. So what can you infuse in your day in the midday? And then at night, going back to that at night, is there a time that you crave something? And oftentimes it is, we eat dinner around, everybody's different, but between 6:30 and 7:30, I'll just throw out there, right? And then, you put the kids to bed, you're sitting there relaxing, maybe not, but maybe you're relaxing, it's 9:30 and you're like, okay, I really should go to bed, but I'm kind of going to chill a little bit tonight, and this is a craving hour for you. What am I going to eat? I want to eat something, right? If that's the case, what can you infuse and swap in that would be more healthy for you rather than food? If you are hungry, obviously eat, but choose something wisely. But maybe it's not actually food that you're craving. Maybe your brain is actually craving some different type of stimulation that is soulful for you. So maybe that is going and doing a 10-minute meditation and stepping away from the TV, right? It's resetting your mind and bringing yourself into your heart. And that honestly is a lot of the time what our bodies are, not even our bodies, our brains are craving when we want chocolate or something sweet at night. Oh, I deserve to eat something good because I was so good today, right? Like I really did everything I was supposed to do. So I deserve this chocolate, right? Sometimes, yes, we're women, we need a piece of chocolate. But let's be realistic. What is that craving stemming from? It's oftentimes we want that feel-good feeling, right? When we eat something like that, it's a feel-good feeling. So what else can you infuse in your life in that situation that is going to give you that feel-good feeling? Maybe it is reading a book. Maybe it's meditating. Maybe it's taking that shower with essential oils and putting that face mask on. Maybe it's journaling, right? Like, what is really going to help you nourish yourself in the right way rather than that 5-minute piece of chocolate, or not even 5 minutes, 5 seconds, let's face it. Okay, so what we're going to do, there's a few steps here. Okay, so the detox is the first thing you're going to do. You're going to take inventory. Okay, take inventory of your life and see what thoughts are holding you back, what actions and situations that you're doing instead of doing rituals. Are you a procrastinator? What are things that you can swap to make sure that you're thriving instead of just kind of surviving, right? So what type of actions are actually sabotaging you? Like, that nighttime routine where you're grabbing something that isn't healthy for you. Or is it something like, instead of taking action for yourself and journaling and everything, or even using your planner in the morning, maybe your first thing you do is pick up the phone and you scroll and you check your DMs and what is that first thing that you're doing that you could swap, right? For something healthy. And maybe it's the people in your life. Maybe you're around some people that are just, I hate to say the word toxic, but sometimes are energy suckers, right? Maybe they are energy vampires, and every time you're with them, maybe it's lunchtime at work, right? And you're like in the break room and you're eating and they're just like, bitching about the day. Oh, I gotta do this. My kid did that. Listen, we all have problems, but if the only thing that they're doing is bitching, like, that is draining on you and you don't even realize it, right? Because then it starts to make you think about all the things that you could be doing or you should have done, and the things that you're not doing, and the things that your kids did that made you mad, or the thing that your husband did that made you mad, right? So when we put ourselves in that surroundings, it's not good. So we need to detox from that. So if you are someone that goes to the break room and listens to the BS every day from Nancy and Sally and whoever in the office, then maybe you're not going to go there every day. Okay, I'm not saying hey girls, I can't talk with you guys anymore, but maybe you only go there 3 times a week to start, right? And you easily wean yourself out. And the other couple days that you're doing your lunchtime on your own, what are you going to do instead, right? What's going to make you feel good instead? Is it movement? Is it journaling? Is it reading? Being away from that, okay? So that's one way to detox. So it sometimes is things, it's sometimes your own habits, it is your inventory that you're taking, right? Maybe it's people in your life. So take inventory and figure out how to remove that junk from your life and swap in better things, okay? So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is create non-negotiables with yourself. Okay, so in life, it's important to have non-negotiables for your family life, for your career, all that. But for you, okay, what are these non-negotiables that are gonna make you feel your best? Movement every day is a good one. Okay, so it doesn't have to be working out. It could be movement. Every day I'm going to commit to 45 minutes of movement that is additional to my, whatever steps that I get in throughout the day, right? So what does that look like? Might be a walk one day. It might be that lunchtime break and you're going to decide to do some movement. It could be 20 minutes. I just said 45, but it could be 20 minutes a day extra, right? Could be an actual workout, right? But every single day you need that movement. Maybe at nighttime you're going to do some, breath work and stretching and, whatever routine. While the TV's on, you can sit there in front of the TV. Liliana actually likes doing this with me because now that I get the baby in the belly, I've been doing more stretching and breathing work, right? So She thinks it's fun and likes to do it with me. So usually in the afternoon I do this because that's usually when my body starts to feel tight. I'm tired. I'm like, I just need to move my body, right? So, and it might not be working out. It might be that. So, encourage your kids to do it with you. It's fun. And then maybe it's having dinner with your family. Every single night we take a walk. Some random times I miss it because of calls or whatever, but for the most part, I make sure that that's something that is a non-negotiable for our family, because it is a time for us to talk together about the day. Steve and I can connect, and Liliana absolutely loves it. Like, it's been the number one thing that we've done here, and it's something that's so simple. So it's become a non-negotiable for us as a family, as well as our family dinner time. We always have dinner together. And that has been a really tough thing for us because we've eaten dinner late and she should be in bed. So that's, sometimes that can be a hindrance. So you have to do what's best for your family. Sometimes that is not a good non-negotiable. So you have to know, like, would this really work for my family or not? And, now that that's something that we've had going on since we were in Massachusetts. We always had dinner time. And I think now that we do the nighttime walk, it might be time to kind of swap the dinner time routine and not be so strict with it, because with her, she really does need to go to bed earlier now that she's not having naps. So, you have to be flexible, right? Look at things here and there and say, is this working or not? But having some non-negotiables for you and what feels good to you and makes you happy is super important, okay? Now, also, this leads me into stay happy, stay happy. What do I mean by that? Do whatever it takes to make yourself happy when you're creating these routines and rituals, okay? So, and sometimes that means making someone else not as happy, which doesn't always feel good. But again, guys, we are pushing past comfortable here. We're pushing past what has not been working, what has not been working for us, right? And trying to create things that will. And it is a little, touch and go. Like, you'll have to play around with this. It's not going to work. Everything isn't going to work right away, but you will find things that you're like, wow, this flows so well in my life, because energetically you feel better. You feel happy. And that's how you know it's working. If you feel accomplished at the end of the day, time to stand. If you feel accomplished at the end of the day because you had these routines and rituals in place, that's a success, okay? If your energy remains high and positive, that's a success. And that's what routines and rituals are meant to do. At first, there will be some discomfort, and, some things might take longer to feel comfortable than others. Creating that fitness routine is not always the easiest for people. Meal prepping, so you're always prepared for anything, and you're getting in enough food so you can feel good and look good is not always the easiest thing. Sometimes it's the emotional piece, and you're like, I don't want to talk about my emotions on this journal. I don't want to tap into shit. It's going to make me cry. Some people really hold back emotions, but you need to, right? So it's what's that comfort level that doesn't feel real comfortable to me, but push past it and create that habit. And habits are created in 21 days or more. So pick a habit, stick with it for 21 days, and continue on that path before giving up on it and seeing if it works, right? So if you can commit to yourself, like, all right, every day I'm going to wake up 10 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier, whatever it may be, and I'm going to do this for 21 days. No matter what, I'm going to do it for 21 days. If I don't do it for 21 days, then I have to restart. And if I do it for 21 days and then assess, how do I feel about this? Then you know whether you're going to pass on it or keep it in your routine. Okay, but give it at least 21 days. And, I'm just going to give you a reminder. I do have my 21-day challenge that goes really good hand in hand with this program, or anytime, really. You can even tell your friends. I would love it if you told your friends. Tell your friends and say, hey, I'm doing this 21-day challenge. You want to do it with me? And I will give you routines and rituals to create in your life that are super simple, super simple. So you can figure out what feels good to you. So every single day for 21 days, you will get a fitness, nutrition, and mindset item to do in your email box from me. Okay, every morning you wake up or check it, maybe you're a day behind and you check it the night before so you know what to do the next day, however you want to do it. But I'm in your email every day. And you have to do those 3 things. So one day it might be a journal prompt. One day it might be, a 30-minute wall sit or a max time wall sit. The next time it might be, maybe it's lemon water. So these little habits, and then you might be like, ooh, I like this habit. I'm going to keep it in for every day, and I'm going to continue to build upon it, right? So that is a super simple thing. You can get that at JanelleMontero.com and start right away. So I would love if you would do that. But even if you wanted to wait until after the challenge or whatever. But that really does help you. It goes really good hand in hand, especially since we're talking about creating routines and rituals, right? So staying happy. So sometimes, like I said, it means that you have to give things up in order to start to create these habits to make it work in your life. So maybe that means I have to give up my TV time at night because I need to have that time to meal prep and, take time for myself or whatever. So sometimes it means giving things up, just know. But we have to sacrifice things in order to create the life that we desire. And like I said, it will feel uncomfortable in the beginning, but it won't stay like that forever. So you're moving forward towards your happiness in the end, right? So if you know that you're moving towards your happiness, it doesn't always feel so bad, right? So think about the price you'll pay by not creating these routines and rituals, by choosing procrastination over getting it done. What are you gaining from that, really? You're not. So what is the price you will pay? You will feel crappy, you won't get as much done, you're not reaching your goals, you're gonna constantly be in that negative mindset, complaining, you're not helping your kids understand how important it is, so think about those things. So here are just some simple ideas, routines and rituals to live by, and these will no doubt restore your energy and outlook on life if you incorporate some of these. Okay, so these are some of my favorites, my personal favorites. So have a morning routine. We talked about this, but make it your own, okay? So don't worry about making it 3 hours long. Like I said, it might be 10 minutes, it might be 30 minutes. What for you is gonna be your sweet spot? Maybe you already get up at 5:30 and that's just too damn early. So I'm gonna do 10 minutes extra in the morning, and I'm going to commit to one thing additional in the morning, or maybe 2 things, because the glass of water takes no time, and the glass of water by my bed, sip it first thing in the morning, and then I'm gonna plan out my day, look at my day, feel accomplished that way, right? So maybe super simple things, but what is gonna make you feel super successful and super happy at the end of the day? So do the things that fuel you, okay? So a morning routine. Meditate is number 2. So meditate, pray, visualize, or journal. One of those self-love habits every single day. Okay? So one of those things. Now, you might be like, I don't like to meditate. Journaling, such a hassle. All right, well then pray. Okay? You can find time in the day to pray. That has been my thing. I usually journal once a week, sometimes more. It depends what's going on in my life. And what I feel I need. I meditate, kind of infuse my meditation with my prayer. That's really what I do, because I like to visualize. I like to do a visualization meditation. So I just play. I don't always play like a meditation, like listening to someone. I play meditation music, and that's actually what puts me to sleep. So I listen to that, and I pray, but I don't pray as like, please give me this, da, da, da. I personally, for me, I talk to my angels. I tell them what's up. I thank them for things or signs or whatever. And I visualize what I'm desiring for myself, how I want to feel, how I want to wake up, how I want to show up, the things I want for my life and my family. So these are things that I think about as I'm in bed. So that doesn't mean like you're kneeling by your bedside and praying. Like, it looks different for everyone. I'm just sharing what works for me, okay? So one of those things, okay, one of those self-love things every single day. Movement every single day. So either working out, stretching, mobility work, walking. I mean, walking is the easiest thing to do. And even if it's cold out, go and walk. Like, take in the fresh air. Fresh air is so vital. But that's one of the reasons why, personally for us, we wanted to be in this climate, because we just truly feel connected to the lifestyle of outside, especially me. I feel so much more grounded just being outside, looking at nature, being around nature. Again, it really does align me spiritually. So that for me is a habit that is an absolute. We walk every day, and then the bonuses are, the extra workouts and things like that. But additional movement every single day. And then scheduling alone time is another one. So alone time to help you be creative, grounded. What does this look like? It doesn't have to be every single day, but maybe it's, I would say, like, for me, it's probably anywhere between 1 to 3 hours a week. And my alone time is things like, all right, I'm reading out by the pool. I might be taking a walk by myself or a bike ride by myself. I might be going and getting a massage or acupuncture. Like, this is kind of my alone time, my, things that I need to rest and restore me and my brain and my creativeness. So what are those things? Okay, so for you. So that's what I would say. Really focus on some routines and rituals to live by. Those are some of my favorites. I really, really hope that this helped fuel you and help drive you towards, like, understanding, all right, I really fucking need some routines and rituals. It's a point to make you a priority in your life. Okay, that's what routines and rituals do for you. They make you reflect and kind of marinate on what isn't working, and then say, okay, give gratitude to what you do have. It helps slow you down a bit in this fast-paced hustle world. You want to create an amazing life for yourself and be your absolute best, and, be happy doing it, right? So it's essential that we do build these habits and routines and rituals into our life. So get on it, girls. I can't wait to hear some of the ones that you're creating. Be sure to share them either on the Facebook or with me in your check-ins. I would love to hear them and know how you're infusing things into your life that are working and you're trying. Let's get on it. Mwah. Strength, love, and light, guys.